right, we about to get started in a few seconds. Okay, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. This is me, always good. I'm back for the midday afternoon reading. Okay, so we gonna start off with that NLP deck. Then we gonna get some love confessions. We also gonna get answers for your questions, all right, for this midday. We gonna get some what's the news, and we are going to clarify it with this deck. Okay, all right, got the love confessions, and we gonna hit that Kipper infused deck. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're doing today. First we gonna get that NLP deck. All right, and of course, y'all know we take this deck and we shuffle it, and we get 3 cards in the daytime and 3 cards in the midday time. Give us some cards for the collective. What do they need? Okay, what do they need to hear right now? All right, and then we just make sure we get 3 cards. Okay, give us the truth. One from the top, one from the bottom, and then we go to the middle. Or give me the middle. Okay, and we get a card. All right, then we put these back because we're gonna shuffle them when they're all done. All right. Okay, hopefully everybody feeling good, smelling good, looking good, you know. If you're not, get there. Okay, loves, get there. Don't let nothing stop your shine. Okay. All right, first up, what do we have? It says the texture of feelings. The texture of feelings. Okay. It says, alter the physical sensation of an emotion to change its impact. For example, if anxiety feels like a sharp, jagged ball in your chest, imagine it becoming smooth and soft. Feel it shift from hot to cool or from heavy to light. By transforming its texture, you gain control over how the emotion affects you. Okay, so say somebody giving you a bad review or bad feedback, okay? Just look at it as, okay, maybe this is something I can tweak. Okay, maybe this is something I can alter for myself. Okay, so if it only makes sense to you, okay, don't be going in there looking at all the comments and changing yourself because somebody said you should change. No, ma'am, no, sir, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you feel you need to change, if you need to change the context, then yeah, do that. Okay, go back and listen to do that. All right, next we have a performative lost performative. Okay, make sure y'all tapping the screen. It says a lost performative is a belief that's stated as truth, but the source of authority behind it is missing. For example, if you catch yourself saying it's wrong to put yourself first, pause and ask, says who? Okay, by questioning the belief's origin, you can reclaim ownership, no, authorship, okay, of your values and guiding principles. Okay, so like they said, if who says that you're not supposed to put yourself first? That would make sense to put yourself first. Okay, if you can't do things for yourself, you can't do nothing for nobody else. So that makes sense. Okay, so question the authority where these sayings come from. Okay, just like having your cake and eat it too. Listen, I buy me a cake, I'm eating that damn cake, okay? I might share it, but what the hell? I mean, why would you have cake if you can't eat it? That was a horrible metaphor, I believe. Okay? Next is interrupting patterns, okay? Interrupting patterns. And furthermore, it don't even go with what is subjecting. Like, what? What are you talking about? Okay? It should have been more like, don't play with people. Okay? Don't play around with people. Okay? One at a time type shit. I don't know. But having your cake and eat it too is a bad, bad metaphor. Okay, it says interrupting patterns. Every habit is a loop. trigger, action, reward. Using pattern interrupts, you can break this cycle by introducing small, intentional disruptions to any habit you have or you want to change. Over time, these interruptions become part of the pattern, creating lasting transformation. Okay, so say you don't want to eat rice anymore. Okay, there's rice on the menu, or somebody cooked rice and that was the only other side. Okay, you just get some extra vegetables or something, but you don't want to eat rice. Okay, don't eat the rice. You know what I'm saying? Interrupt the pattern of you always eating rice to, I don't want any rice today, till tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to eat no rice today. And the next day is, I don't even eat rice anymore, okay? Until you have interrupted the pattern or the cycle, okay? You keep implementing interrupting patterns, okay? Hopefully everybody got that, all right? If you didn't, you can go to my YouTube page. Always Good, one word, okay? Just like it's spelled at the top of the page, okay? And then we get these, put them over, because we going to recycle them. It's getting to midway, okay? It's almost midway. We went through these, all right? And then we not going to get back into this deck until April 1st, okay? The first week of April, I'm going to say. The first week of April, all right? Next, what do we got? We can do the yeah, we gonna do this deck, all right? The Kipper Infused deck. We gonna see what's going on, what the collective needs to know that they don't know, what they need to hear that they haven't heard, okay? Give us some cards for the collective, for what's going on this midday, okay? This afternoon, all right? Give us the truth, okay? Give us the truth. What is going on for the collective? Oh, that was a lot turned over, okay? What is going on for the collective? Give us some cards for the collective and what is going on, okay? Hold on, let me grab these that fell. Okay, what we got? It says, in the distance, okay? In the distance, there's great fortune for a main female. They came out together, so I'm going to just put them together. In the distance, it says, you and your partner may be physically or emotionally distant, okay? So that type of distant, all right? But for the main female, there is great fortune, okay? What else we got? It says a liar. Be careful. Someone is being sneaky. Okay, who's being sneaky? Oh, a thief. All right. There's a thief and a liar. They go together. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was just telling this to somebody earlier. Somebody always told me if you scratch a liar, you're going to catch a thief. Okay, so yeah, there's a liar and a thief about. All right. Next, we got honeymoon. Okay. And then we got imprisonment. Okay, somebody... hopefully they don't go on their honeymoon and get in prison. That don't even make no sense. Okay. And then we have guardian. A lost loved one is watching over you, and that is on great fortune and main female. Okay. So the main female has a great fortune that the ancestors are watching over. It's not going to let anybody get in the way of that. All right. All right. Next, we got open up your heart. It will attract more love. And that's on the liar and the thief, okay? The liar and the thief is trying to get you to open up your heart to them, okay? To give them more love and so they can get in and finagle whatever they trying to do, okay? And then we got air sign, all right? Okay, it's a honeymoon. Imprisonment in air sign, okay? That is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? So you going on a honeymoon, what? To prison? Or is there a person in prison that you're going on a honeymoon with, okay? Or maybe somebody in prison is thinking about a honeymoon with you, air sign, okay? Put it where it go. All right, what's going on? What is going on for the collective? All right, give us some more. Give us some more cards to let us know what is going on. Okay, this landed on here. It say change, okay, for that. And then it says communicate, all right? Change for the honeymoon, imprisonment, air sign, change. Okay, so that's all going together. And then we got yeah, communication about this great fortune to the main female, okay, in the distance. All right, last shuffle. What is going on? Give us some cards for the collective. What is going on? Give us some cards for the collective. What is going on this midday? Okay. All right, last card. It says intimacy, okay? Intimacy. Somebody wants intimacy with the air sign. Maybe somebody in prison wants intimacy with the air sign. They want to go on a honeymoon, okay? I don't know what the hell is going on with that, okay? All right, so yeah. There's a distant main female that's about to get a great fortune. The guardians, the angels, the lost loved ones are watching over your great fortune, and you are about to get some communication about your great fortune. It says compromise, forgive, work it out, okay? Hey, somebody wants you to work it out with them. And I believe it's that liar and the thief, okay? They want you to open your heart, okay? They want to get in. They won't in, all right? Yeah, and somebody is going on a honeymoon, okay? Or maybe it's the honeymoon phase for an air sign and a person in prison, okay? And there's change coming, okay? With intimacy. I believe you might get a conjugal if you marry somebody in prison. I'm not sure how that goes. All right. Well, hopefully that answers something for somebody. Okay. Wow. That was different. All right. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, it says someone else. Yeah, it was different. Someone else is stepping in. It says someone is in the middle. Someone is trying to sabotage this. Okay. Do what you want. Anybody, whoever it is, do what you want. Do what you feel. Okay. All right, so make sure y'all good and y'all do everything you supposed to do, okay? All right, next, what we got? What we doing? We could do the signs, okay? And you know we do the elements on this time around. We do water, fire, earth, and air, okay? We gonna get those out there. So all the water signs, fire signs, earth signs, and air signs, go ahead, start thinking of your question, okay? I'm going to start shuffling this deck. Start thinking of your question because it goes pretty quick, okay? It goes pretty quick. All right. Give us some cards to answer the question for the elements, okay? Give us some cards to answer the questions from the elements, okay? All right. So first up is water sign. Water sign, what is your question? Say it now, all right? What is your question, water signs? All right, it says it's up to you, water sign. You already know what you want to do, okay? But it's up to you. There is this is a decision that you have to make solely, okay? That's what I'm hearing, water signs. And that is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, okay? Make sure it's up to you, okay? Make your choice and stick with it, all right? Next, we got fire signs. Fire sign, ask your question. These are yes or no questions, so don't go off on a tangent and ask a bunch of different things because it's going to give you, oh, you need to rephrase the question or make it more general. So yes or no questions, loves. All right. Fire sign, go ahead, ask your questions. All right, it says expect the unexpected, okay? All right, fire signs, expect the unexpected. So, yeah, it can go either way, however you want to take it. Yeah. All right, next we got earth signs. All right, earth signs, that is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is your question? Ask your question now, okay? All right, it says a no, no earth sign. No, sir, no, ma'am. All right, with a dot behind it. So, no, period. All right, air signs. You're up next, okay? What is your question? All right, ask your question and we will give you a second. Okay, go ahead. All right. It says, let it go. Okay. Whatever you were asking, let it go. It is not for you. Let it go. Okay. It is not what you want. All right. Air sign. So that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. It says, let it go. Whatever it is, let it go. Okay. Hopefully everybody got that. If you didn't, you can go to my YouTube page. Always good. One word, okay? And rewind it, okay? If you need to a couple times. Do what you need to do, okay? While you're over there. All right. All right. Let's get these put back. And these put back. And we will do the individual signs in the AM. We do the individual signs in the AM. You get to ask your questions, okay? Well, next we're going to get into the love confessions. All right, what does your love want to say to you that they haven't said to your face, okay? What is going on with your love for the collective? What is going on for the collective's love? What do they want to say to them that they haven't said, okay? All right, give us some cards. Give us the truth, okay? Give us some truth. Give us the truth. What is going on with the collective love connection? Give us some cards for the love connection of the collective. What does the love connection want to say to them? Okay. All right. Give me a second. Something fell. All right. All right. What we got? Okay, it says, I spy on your social media. Okay, your love connection wants to tell you that they spy on your social media. They are always watching. Hopefully you are tapping the screen, love. Okay, thank you. Next we have, I love the way you carry yourself. Okay, they love the way you carry yourself. Okay, all right. And what we got next, it says, you are the best one I ever had. What? They say you the best they ever had. Okay? Ever. Jeez. All right. Well, that's different. That's awesome. It says, I talk to my friends about you. Okay? They talking to their friends about you and things of that nature. All right? And lastly, it says, I see you in my dreams, okay? You are in this person's dreams. They dream about you, okay? And last, what's at the bottom of the deck? It says, I love your sense of humor, okay? You make this person laugh. They like the way you make them laugh, okay? All right, well, that's what your love wanted to say to you, okay? Hopefully you got that. All right. Okay, let's get these put away. Oh, all right. And then we're going to get into this, what's the news? All right. What's the news deck? We're going to figure out what the news is for this midday. Okay. What is the news? All right. Give us some cards for this midday. For what's the news for the collective. Give us some cards for what is the news for the collective. What do they need to know that they don't know? Okay. I'm going to shuffle that one more time. Yeah, I ain't like the way that did that. Yeah, okay. All right, give us some cards for the collective. What do they need to know that they don't know right now, okay? Give us some cards. Tell us the truth, okay? Give us the truth. What is going on for the collective? Give us some cards. Tell us the truth. What is going on for the collective? All right. All right. What we got over here? Okay. It says penny pinching, financial struggle, saving up, budgeting, and chain, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. Okay, somebody is penny pinching and they have a unhealthy attachment. Okay, and then you got Bonnie and Clyde and numbing. Okay, ride or die, us against the world, dedicated partnership, self-medicating, addictions, irrational behavior. Okay, so Bonnie and Clyde is going through some ups and downs. Okay, they having some erratic behavior. Probably because of the numbing, all the drugs and things. Okay, and then we have a karmic third party relationship and lesson. Okay, with a rebound. Okay, they are learning their karmic lesson with the third party rebound. It says flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions. Okay, and then we got knocked up. Okay, somebody done got knocked up. What we got at the bottom of the deck? It's a light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Okay, it says pregnancy, expecting mother. Okay, so somebody penny pinching and they have a toxic attachment to someone. Okay, and then we got Bonnie and Clyde over here numbing together, riding and dying. Okay, that's what they doing. They addicted to irrational behaviors. Okay, and then we got the karmic rebound. Okay, temporary flighty option. Okay, third party relationship. All right, could have gotten pregnant. Okay, it says knocked up, pregnancy, expecting mother. Okay, somebody pregnant. All right, and this is a light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Okay, somebody is happy that they have gotten somebody pregnant. All right. All right, let's see what's going on, because we can't say that it ain't your baby until these cards say it. Okay, we not even about to play like that. All right, this could be somebody totally different. Okay, give us some cards for the collective to clarify these cards. Okay. All right, give us some clarification for these cards. Okay, what's going on with penny pinching and chained? Okay, give us some cards for penny pinching and chained for the collective. Give us some cards for penny pinching and chained for the collective. Give us one full shuffle. Okay, thank you. All right, what we got? Okay, somebody is feeling fragmented and lost, okay, because they're penny pinching and they feel changed to this codependency relationship and it's weighing them down, okay? Somebody feels rejected, okay, and their judgment is being clouded. They just can't seem to get it together, okay? Yeah, all right. It says illusions, unbalanced, okay? And somebody is longing for you. They feel chained to a situation, but they are longing for you. They want a foundation with you, but they feel they've been too shallow, okay? In their ways, hollow, empty, and bored, okay? Yeah, they're in lack and doubt, okay? That's why they're penny pinching, and the doubt is the codependency that they can't do it on their own. You can. You just have to try, okay? But somebody is thirsty, okay? It says seeking attention, needing validation, desperate, okay? Pushy. They want to push you into some shit. No, thank you. Okay, and it says laid up. Somebody was laid up. It says cuddle season, intimate moments, escaping the world together. This is what this person wants to do, but they are caught up in a situation where their money ain't looking like it's funny. They money looking funny. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, and then yeah, they've been hanging with the squad, doing squad stuff. Okay, you got to take care of them bills. Okay, and somebody is having an epiphany. Okay, and an awakening. All right, a breakthrough. Yeah, and that's the truth. Okay, that is the truth. All right, and then it says clock, tick tock. It's time. Okay, it says needing time, cycles take time. Time to heal, progressing, okay? They are coming out of that budgeting situation. Hopefully, that's what they are trying to do, okay? And it says bitterness, okay? Maybe they can't, okay? They having resentment and anger, and they are using hurtful words because they are penny pinching right now, and they want a renewal, a spark. They want a renewal spark in their abundance, okay? It's not happening. It says past life, deja vu, repeated pattern, karmic lesson. Maybe they didn't learn their karmic lesson. Yeah, now they want to change, okay? They want to change. It's saying change in healing the inner child, okay? They want to get on their journey. I thought that's what it was saying. Yeah, they want the beauty in life, okay? They want to be kind-hearted, gracious, okay? And charming, okay? That's what they want. They want that self-care and self-love, okay? But they was in confusion, living in an illusion, okay? Yeah, that's what was going on. That's like if your love ain't right, that money ain't gonna be right either. It just go hand in hand. It's all a flow, okay? It's time to release the bullshit, all right? It says letting go, moving on, walking away. All right, they walking away from the bull crap in their life because they fed up, okay? And they tired of being in lack and suffering, okay? Like the past. They don't want to be in the past, okay? They want to go on a vacation, okay? Or you going on a vacation. I don't know, collective. Put it where it go. It say vacation. Romantic getaway. Spending time together. Enjoying one-on-one time, okay? Yeah. Because somebody is healing, okay? Somebody wants to heal the situation. It says releasing, purifying, cleansing, okay? They want to heal their body, their inner child, okay? They don't want to be a bitter Betsy or bitter Brian. Yeah, okay? The confusion, okay? They're in confusion. It says uncertain, unclear, unsure. They don't know whether they should stay or they should go. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. They don't know what to do, okay? But they're penny pinching and it's not working, okay? And they have a toxic attachment to somebody, all right? They feel it's chemistry and passion. No, it's toxicity and poison, okay? That's what it is. Yeah. And it's hot, okay? It's attracting bullshit, all right? It's hot and cold, and then it's warm and you know? It's not a good thing, okay? Somebody blowing out fire and shit. Somebody mad about something, okay? I see fire blowing and things, all right? What's going on with Bonnie and Clyde and numbing? Okay, give us some cards for Bonnie and Clyde and numbing. What's going on with Bonnie and Clyde and numbing for the collective? Give us some cards for Bonnie and Clyde. Oh, and numbing. Okay. All right, something else fell. Hold on. Okay, what we got? Okay. Commitment. Maybe Bonnie and Clyde made a commitment to ride or die. Okay. It says us against the world. Dedicated partnership. Okay. But it's built on numbing. Okay. They ain't never really felt real feelings without being high or up on something, okay? So they don't know. Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride. It says full of highs and lows, off and ons, hot and cold, okay? They like, oh, no, they was getting turned, you know? Numbing and funning and, you know, self-medicating, irrational behavior. It says party animal, sex, drugs, alcohol, indulgent in surface pleasures, okay? Yeah, it was getting real crazy, okay? And the key player just sitting there like, listen, I'm going to do this shit on my own. Y'all can go ahead, do what y'all do, okay? I don't got time for that, all right? And somebody is spying, okay? Somebody is spying. Maybe it's Bonnie and Clyde spying, okay? Seeing that you are detached, all right? Yeah, and cold to the situation. And they want you to be a people pleaser. They want you to please everybody, okay? Heck to the no. Okay, you know, collective. You can't please them all, okay? They want you distracted, okay? Away from your purpose. They don't want you to connect to the next level. They want you to stay down. They don't want you to get up, okay? It says sidetrack, change, delays, okay? They trying to start this in your situation, but you got chemistry, attraction, okay? It says spark and passion. Yeah, you got that. So use what you got, okay? And do what you want to do, okay? Whatever it is, nobody can stop what you want to do, okay? Only you can do that. And that's what they're trying to get you to do. Want to stop, want to not go ahead and fulfill your dreams, okay? What? Like, who is that? That is so sickening. Yeah, no, heck no. All right. Next we got, hold on. What the heck is that? Okay. Next we got karmic and rebound. Okay. It say third party relationship lesson. Okay. We don't know if they learned a lesson or not. It says rebound, flighty, temporary option, unpredictable intentions. Okay. What's going on with the karmic rebound? Okay. Give us some cards for karmic rebound. Okay. Give us some cards for the karmic rebound. All right. For the collective. One full shuffle. All right. What we got? Okay, it says backtracking. Yeah, they went to the third party. They backtracked, okay? A third party relationship. And they've learned a lesson, okay? I'm not sure what lesson they learned. It says regression, revisiting the past, going back on something, okay? They visited the rebound, and I don't know. They had some memories, okay? They was reminiscing and dwelling, okay? And now they conflicted. They don't know what the hell they want to do, okay? Because it's not a guarantee with a rebound, okay? You just might not make the shot. You know what I'm talking about? And now they want to escape. They like, man, listen, I'm good. I should have never went back. Yeah, it says avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Okay, change, completion, cycle. That's what they want to complete this cycle with this person, okay? It says intimacy. Yeah, they don't want to do that. They don't want to have intimacy with this person, okay? It says earth sign, okay? It says Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, hung up, okay? Somebody is hung up either on a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or that's the person that is hung up on you, collective. All right, it says fixated, obsessive. I said offensive, but maybe they have been offensive to you. It's a obsessive attachment, focusing in on you, okay? All right. It says vibes because you know, your vibes are so high and so energetic. They just want to just be around, okay? It says sensing something, unexplainable feeling, listening to their intuition, okay? Somebody listen to their intuition about somebody wanting to throw hands. Somebody want to fight, okay? They done learned this karmic lesson and they want out, okay? They don't want to repeat the cycle again. They want to throw some hands. All right, maybe they got to fight their way out, okay? And then we got air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, okay? Somebody won't fight, okay? Oh, the air sign is wish fulfillment, all right? Somebody won't fight the air sign because they wish fulfillment for somebody else, okay? For somebody maybe they want, I don't know. But listen, you know, talk to your people. Yo, chill. Okay, and then we got knocked up in light bulb moment. Okay, somebody is having a light bulb moment about somebody being knocked up. Pregnancy, expecting mother. Okay, a sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Okay, what is going on with knocked up and light bulb moment? Give us some cards for knocked up and light bulb moment for the collective. All right. Dang. All right, we got guarded and vulnerable, okay? Somebody is feeling guarded and vulnerable about this pregnancy, okay? and this coming to light, okay? And then it says in depth, okay? They trying to figure out the importance and value of this child, okay? Is it theirs? Is it his? Is it somebody else's? They don't know. It says contracts, career commitments, okay? It says until debt do us part, okay? Tear us apart, all right? So, I don't know. Somebody was penny pinching. Maybe debt done tore them apart, all right? And it says on blast, okay? Somebody about to put somebody on blast about a pregnancy, okay? Somebody said they pregnant. Somebody like, yeah, I don't... It ain't mine. I'm out of here. Oh, my God. Don't do that. It says outing personal info, being called out, public humiliation, okay? Lusting. Somebody was lusting, all right? Forbidden, non-committal sexual energy, and they done probably got somebody pregnant just like that. But there's a unexpected storm. Somebody about to put somebody on blast to where somebody might want to blast they ass. You know how that go, okay? It says long road, okay? It's been a long road for somebody. It says delays, trials, tribulations, taking the long road, okay? Maybe somebody taking the long road home, thinking about this whole situation, okay? And they want to, somebody is a territorial lover, okay? They've been staking their claim, scaring off the competition, okay? And it says snack, okay? They was having a snack, sexual appeal, physical attraction, irresistible desires, okay? And somebody is having a, like I was about to say, somebody having a awakening about this. Somebody is realizing who the hell they been in bed with, okay? It says third eye clarity. They getting the clarity about the temptation and deception that this person was trying to seduce them with, okay? All right, and somebody might even have that baby by Autumn, okay? Maybe name the baby Autumn. Maybe the person named Autumn, okay? But there's deception, okay? And it's not all right. Somebody is not okay with it, and they got receipts, okay? It says evidence, guilty as charged, exposed. Okay, somebody was having relations with this person and this person got pregnant. Either it's their child or it's not. Okay, but this person is still pregnant. All right, and they feel trapped. Okay, somebody feels very trapped in this situation. It says, yeah, they want a family. Okay, they want their family, home, and commitment, but they don't know. Okay, they just don't know. All right. And then it says limitations and fears, okay? Fears will always limit your ability to do anything because you're fearing it, all right? So you're not going to go forward with it, okay? And some external parties got something to say, okay? Them third parties, all right? The karmic lessons over here, them third parties, okay? And it's the last straw. They like, no, I don't give a damn. This is not how it's going to go, okay? That's what they saying. That's what I hear. Like, this is not how it's going to go. It says limitation, breaking point. Okay, this person is overwhelmed. All right. All right. Somebody got knocked up and it's a light bulb moment of who the daddy is. Okay. Who is the daddy? All right. And then you got the karmic relationship lesson. Okay. The rebound. All right. We already know the rebound pregnant. All right. And it's Bonnie and Clyde. They was us against the world numbing. And they done got so numb to when they made a baby, okay, or not made a baby. I don't know who baby it is, okay, and somebody is penny pinching and they feel chained to a codependency relationship, okay. It says unhealthy attachment and they feel weighed down by this situation, okay. Well, if it's your baby, you got to take care of your baby, okay? You know when you get on drugs, your cognitive responses aren't, up to par. They going to be a little off, okay? Because you're intoxicated. But, hey, we make our beds. We got to lay in them, okay? Just make sure you make that, mother. Goodness. Okay, well, that's what we got from the news this midday, okay? Hopefully everybody got that, and oh wow, that's a hell of a story, okay? Damn. Well, hopefully people learn their lesson and get it together. Yeah, we got that karmic karmic relationship lesson. Hopefully you learn it, all right? And don't repeat. Don't repeat the don't repeat the situation so you won't have to relearn that lesson, okay? It get harder every time. You know, once you don't learn it the first time, they make it harder for you, okay? And then you learn that one. If you don't learn that one, what? They hitting you with the whammy. Boom. Did you learn it now? Did you learn it now? Okay? All right. I love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be careful and be you, okay? Because it's only one you loves. I love y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow, okay? Between 6 and 8 a.m., okay? And if you need to see the reading, you can go to my YouTube page, Always Good, one word, okay? And like, subscribe, you know, comment, share, whatever you want to do when you get over there. But make sure you just be you, all right? I love you. All right, and I love y'all too. What y'all was saying over here? I couldn't see it. Hello. Hello, Dina. How you doing, love? God loves you too. Yes, he does. Or she, you know. Damn, don't start with me. All right, it says, what? Hi, Thandek. How you doing? And Colleen, hey, how you doing, love? Good afternoon. Truth keeper, yes, ma'am. Got to definitely tell the truth at all times, or it's a problem. You know what I mean? All right, love y'all. Be good, okay, and be you.